Sexxy Ruddy responds to fan who says Justin Bieber don't be grinning like that with spouse Hailey. On Thursday, April 17, the rapper shared a video with the Peaches artist at her 27th birthday party. Within the comments area, a fan recommended that he looked more joyful with her than he does with his wife Hailey Baldwin Bieber, and the rapper stood up for their relationship. Within the video, Sexxy Ruddy strolls up to Bieber's booth and inclines in to allow him an embrace as he welcomes her in return with a kiss on the cheek. A short time later, both specialists grinned at one another. At that point, the clip cut to them doing senseless moves together. My two personalities. Thank for coming friend Upbeat Birthday 2DA BADDEST the Get It Sexy rapper, whose birthday was on April 15, captioned the post. A rep for Bieber slammed THR's sources in an explanation, telling individuals, "This is fair clickbait idiocy based on anonymous and clearly ill-informed sources, baffled that they now not work with Justin. As Justin fashions his possess way forward, these superfluous stories and wrong presumptions will proceed. But they won't discourage him from remaining committed to taking after the proper way. Pooh Bear Fair needs the finest for Justin Bieber." The maker and musician communicated his sensitivity for the sorry artist in the midst of progressing hypothesis around Justin's individual life. Whatever he's going through, Pooh Bear told The Hollywood Correspondent as part of the outlet's investigative include on Justin's well-being distributed April 16. "I supplicate for him and trust he's okay." His appear of bolster for the 31-year-old who Pooh Bear collaborated with on no less than 4 collections, co-writing a few of Justin's #1 hits like Despacito, I'm the One, Where Are You Now and What Do You Mean, comes in the midst of rumors almost Justin that have surfaced over the final a few months, extending from state of his and Hailey Bieber's marriage and changes to his inward circle. Be that as it may, whereas The Hollywood Reporter's long piece points of interest a number of the rumors relating to Justin's well-being, counting affirming budgetary inconveniences, his rep stressed that couldn't be assist from the truth. Any source that is attempting to offer you a story around charged budgetary distress, the rep told the outlet, either doesn't get it the amusement industry or, more likely, is attempting to paint an unflattering representation of Justin, which bears no likeness to reality. Justin Bieber has been difficult at work on his modern clothing line SKLRK, sharing impressions of future items with his about 300 million supporters in an arrangement of later Instagram posts. One uncover in specific has had fans buzzing. On April 3, the pop star debuted a video coordinated by 3D craftsman Lady Yosef that appears an energized Bieber riding an electric bike to a house that he at that point expeditiously burns. He strolls in to discover relics of his past life, counting the smiley confront symbol of the Drew House clothing line he begun in 2019 with previous companion Ryan. Great Drew is Bieber's center title. Exterior, holding up whereas the home goes up in blazes, is his spouse, Hailey Bieber, with a stroller child Jack Blues was born in admirable 2024. The two kiss and walk toward the setting sun holding hands, never turning back. That Bieber chose a bike running out of control as an allegorical visual component, one of a few Easter eggs spotted within the 70-moment video, was probably no coincidence. Studied more around that here. Computerized stone carver Yosef to begin with associating with Bieber through DM. That was when my life changed totally, he says of their early Instagram trades, which would lead to different collaborations. The 30-year ancient Israeli is eminent for his 3D translations of notorious cartoon characters, making hyper-practical one-of-a-kind liveliness and canvases of such subjects as Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Hi Kitty, regularly displayed with a darker connotation that incites at the desire for extravagance. Bieber got to be enamored of Yosef's work, and he wasn't alone. Rapper A Boogie Mind Da Hoodie enrolled Yosef to make collection craftsmanship and other enlivened visuals for his A Boogie vs. Craftsman discharge, which driven him to the consideration of Steve Aoki. The NFT fever was great to Yosef, who works on a combination of program counting Autodesk Maya and 3ds Max, ZBrush and Adobe's Substance 3D Painter and natural materials. Nowadays, Yosef shows at the Eden display, which has shown his work in its lead unused York, London, and Dubai displays, among a dozen more areas. Yosef, who developed up in Jerusalem and presently dwells in Miami, started drawing at the age of 12. I was truly fixated with famous cartoon characters and I continuously needed to bring them to life, he says.